of issues there. From my point of view, the first thing that needs to change is probably the attitude towards what leadership is. And my hope is that we get a reimagination or a redefinition of the concept of leadership, and that leaders need to get off their pedestals and stop pretending that they know everything, because we live in a volatile, uncertain, complex digital world. And I think the future for organizations is the power of small, agile teams working on small transformational projects that over time deliver real change. So to me, a leader becomes a facilitator of change, rather than someone um, who sits on a pedestal. And that will require a massive change in mindset and a shift towards greater team and people, employee empowerment. So that's one thing that I think needs to happen. I think the second thing is we've now got 8 months experience of, or organizations have 8 months experience of using technology, that we'd still be behind the curve in using technology, for example, to support remote working and to support collaboration. There's been a tremendous move to the cloud by organizations. So I think the advice I would give in terms of moving forward is that, first of all, um, for the short term, we're talking about building business resilience. You know, most organizations have got through the last 8 months and have used technology to good effect. But whether their technology infrastructure is resilient enough and robust enough and secure enough to support a permanent move to remote and flexible working is questionable. So short term, Leila, I think the focus needs to be on resilience and on security. And the way I heard it explained once is that we're moving from a situation of one office of 500 people or one office of 5,000 people to 500 or 5,000 offices of one person each. And that raises massive technology challenges. So looking more to the medium and longer term, I think there's probably three aspects that I would encourage companies to look at. First of all, they need to look at how they can use digital technologies to better enhance and better support the customer experience. Looking at this from an external point of view, um, because customers themselves um, have been having rising expectations even before COVID, but COVID now is just everyone now looking for Amazon type services from organizations, including the public sector. So one of the key challenges there is, how do we use current and emerging technologies to enhance the customer experience and to improve the customer journey with our organization? Secondly, we need to think about how we use digital internally within the business, because what we need to do is to build modern, intelligent, innovative organizations that are agile, flexible, fast moving, and can respond quickly to a volatile world. And digital technology provides us with a foundation for doing that. But it also requires massive organizational and people changes and cultural changes as well. And the third thing is, it's pretty obvious to me that a lot of organizations now need to rethink their underlying business models, whether that's high street retailers, restaurants, or even education, right across a whole range of industries. Is our existing business model, does that really make sense in a volatile, uncertain, and digital world?